Okay. We good? Let me just make sure the picture is actually showing. Okay. All of these tabs are... I need to mute all the tabs that have... Just in case something decides it wants to play, like an ad or whatever. So anyway, thank you for being here for the technical part. Hopefully my mom's like, what the fuck are you? Okay. All the tabs are muted. Good job. Okay. Did we... My God, computer, you're making very concerning sounds. For real. Okay, I think that's good. We have a decent amount of tab situation. I'm gonna try to ignore this fucking... I'm like, are you like touching something or what is... What is going on for you to be making these sounds? Because I thought it was the hard drive touching something and it's not that. So, Jesus, why are you making those sounds? Okay. It sounds like cicadas are in my computer. You know? It's really fucking concerning. Okay, so we're gonna take a field trip to where the food is, which is not in my room. And I need to get some cables, of course. Is this a lightning or is this a C? Is this a lightning or is this a C? Are you a lightning? You're a C. Okay. We need more lightning in my life. I know you're a lightning. One lightning. And then if I take this one out of the extender, we have two lightnings. Two lightnings. Oh my God, stop. Two phones and one tripod. And then we can like do a little bit of cooking. We can feed ourselves and see how bad the connection is. Is it really hot in here? Okay.
Put the meat in the fridge. There's no way we can fit it in the freezer. It's one big blob. I'm thinking we can cut it into half once it defrosts.
You want me to make anything? Do you want me to make anything specific? Is it chicken? It's chicken?
It's not chicken, it's beef.
Oh,
A big thing of
so
beef.
we can make milaga?
Yeah. You can cut it in half and then it's a lot of fat you have to clear out.
I mean,
You
I
can see it.
I will cook with the fat for myself. Okay, so everyone gets 4 boxes of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they shortchanged me on the meat thing because I think the car was full. There's no way they could fit
Well,
it.
also they've done that before with, like not everybody will get the meat if, they don't have the room. So, because a lot of people don't have cars.
Well, you can't do that without a car there. Because they have to load it into your vehicle, whatever it is.
So, I mean, that's not okay either because there's people who probably need the food that can't because they don't have a car. They still need the food. So, the system is kind of messy. Oh my God. Yeah.
Maybe they.
No, they don't, Mom. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna. I can't see you yet, chat. So I know you're like, oh my God, what? I'm saying shit. This bitch isn't answering. I can't see you yet. I need to move this charger situation so I can see you. Okay. We're gonna do some natural sunlight today. Hopefully there's no wasps in this window today. Oh, good. This is one of the wasp windows, so I gotta be careful, We still have to figure out how to seal off this window. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna plug y'all in. And then we're gonna turn the charger on for the whatever. Now there's probably brands of food that I'm trying to avoid right now because of genocide. But seeing that this was a food distribution and we need to eat the food, we're probably it. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't choose this. It chose, my mom got it, right? So, I'm wondering if they gave, it's weird to put. There's these bags of Cheetos. I hope that isn't some sort of subliminal thing because I used to call him the Cheeto Man or the Flaming Hot Cheeto because of his stance on a lot of different things. So I'm just kind of I haven't eaten Cheetos for a long time. So, what brand are they? Are they Lay's or we're avoiding Lay's? So, so I don't get the fancy Asian Lay flavors anymore. G side. So yeah. Where's my other phone? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me move here. This is the USB slot. Oh my God. Okay, it's the slot. Are you triggered? Hello? Not really sure what's going on, but okay. Okay, so let me pull up chat so I can see you. I'm sorry. Frosty. We're gonna use Frosty. Okay, let's see. Did anyone say anything? Looks like no. Okay, good. No one said anything. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start. So my mom qualifies for senior boxes, which senior boxes will be like a different, you know, set of food just for like the senior program. They have to qualify for it, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? Okay. Fucking hate when things are not flush when they should be. Okay. Okay. I think this will be okay for now. Having some issues with tingling. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Now I actually have to look. I need to see. Hello? Video? Oh my god, Frosty. Bitch, what? Oh my god, Frosty. What the... Why am I following that channel? Okay, you can see quite a bit. Okay, so we're not fucking with this box. They have a matching box in the garage. I just need to verify that all of these other boxes match. Because if they don't, I'm going to kind of do it in a way where things do match. You know what I mean? We're gonna take this one down. Those are Cheetos. Those are non-perishable. It's fine. We don't have to like fucking worry. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. Okay, this is nice. Non-fat dry milk. I hate it when they give us that. I'm gonna put this off to the side because we don't really use it. We are definitely gonna use spaghetti. You know what I mean? So I need to make sure that the boxes match, but also I'm also sorting out like things that I'm pretty sure we won't be using. So not sure about this one. This is ground beef in a can. That is a thing that happens every once in a while. We're gonna just keep it out, you know, see what happens. This I have a big box here just to take out the moisture from potatoes, because I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of produce at the grocery stores in America seem to be in a cold box, like a cooler areas, and then they defrost it and put it outside. So a lot of your produce is like wet when it shouldn't be. Like, for example, onions and potatoes usually suffer from this kind of like treatment, I've noticed. So, you know what I mean? Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna match items up, but also match their quantity so we know like exactly how many things we should be kind of expecting. Okay, vegetarian beans, that means there's no like pork in there. Because a lot of people like to do pork and beans, you know what I'm saying? Okay, good. These can stack. Beautiful. Love it. I hate it when they don't stack. Ooh, green beans. Okay, I might want to keep those. And then there's usually like a little write-up of something at the bottom of these boxes. So I'm just gonna like check what this little information sheet is about. There's usually a thing of peanut butter. So I don't know, you know, can only eat so much peanut butter in a short amount of time. These are apricot slices. These cans don't stack well. It's very annoying. What's this? Power of fresh produce. When they give a bunch of canned produce. I think this would have been better the last week, but whatever. And shelf stable milk. All right, so that's one box. Now to see if all the boxes match or if the boxes are different. Because sometimes they are not the same. And then it's like, Okay, so it's looking the same. It's looking the same. But I'm just gonna double check again. Dry milk. We don't really use it, so we're probably gonna have to give those away. Or if anything, like maybe we'll send another box home because we sent a box home like a couple months ago. And I'm pretty sure our family was not impacted by the typhoon, like the most recent typhoon, but there's another storm like kicking up, and I forget, like there's one kicking up near us and there's one kicking up near them. One is named Raphael. So I don't know if that's like ours or theirs, I forget. You know, like there might be another situation, so we might just, you know, send some stuff over there as like a precautionary kind of thing. So not the juices. Juices, if we like them, juices stay here. Right? Like we don't those, you know, don't send all. Send things like beans, like canned goods, and so the boxes get really heavy because we put canned goods in there, you know. But yeah. God, I fucking hate these. Why can't they make cans that stuck? So yeah. I'm just so I can get a gauge if they actually for real match, you know. We're just gonna put them kind of side by side. Because every once in a while they don't, and then I'm fucking mad about it. So, so far it's looking like everything's matching. In which case, these are our boxes that we'll keep inside the house. Theirs are in the garage. And we'll figure out like what we're keeping because Mom has the final say on like what we're keeping. I already know what I'm not gonna eat. Like I'm not gonna eat most of this. I'm interested in the juice though. And I'm very interested in potatoes, but this is a lot of potatoes. We're gonna have to do something about the potatoes because they'll go bad before we eat them all, you know what I mean? And then that's wasteful and that's gonna make me upset. We don't need this much peanut butter, like ever. Completely unnecessary. So you know what I mean? Like definitely gonna have to do something about that. I don't know if Mom is realistically gonna try to keep all of these green beans because it's just so much. But I'm sure she will try. So, they have a tendency to like these sliced apricots, but like it kind of like it still takes them forever to fucking get through. And we will take a break at some point because I'm kind of hungry. You know, I don't really ever have an appetite, so we're gonna pay attention and not ignore our bodies too hard. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So for those of us who are like not happy with what happened, some of us would have not been happy either way, you know. But like this isn't the end, right? Like this isn't the end. If anything, maybe this will be some of our beginnings in the sense that, you know, you've realized just how much bullshit there's involved in the government. You know what I mean? You realize that the American dream is just a fucking like a bunch of fucking bullshit. And it's definitely not for everyone. Okay, see, this is not the same. They miscounted. This one has one extra can of veggies and one less can of beans. So not exactly the same. User error, you know. But again, just why we double check. I'm gonna put this box aside. We're almost done with this. I'll get another box, you know, to double, triple check that they're the same. Because there's still that instance that it might not be. But yeah, that both sides don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? If the left is turning right, and the right is even further right, you know, like, right, not like correct, right? Like ends of a spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, and then there's centrists, which it's just like, to me, centrists like are okay with some people being treated like human beings and others not. So essentially they're right. They're on the right side of the spectrum, not right as in correct, because it's not okay to dehumanize others to legitimize your humanity or your worth as a human being by like putting down or justifying harm to other groups, right? So hopefully some of y'all have woken up to, you know, American dream is bullshit. Model minority shit is also bullshit. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this table was not even built with us in mind. And if it was built with us in mind, they didn't want us sitting at it. Right? So hopefully we've realized that. If we haven't already come to that conclusion, hopefully you've realized all these men, I'm gonna say men, all these men who yearn for power and wealth only to control others and you know, not bring any kind of like equity to others. They're okay with the oppression of people, you know, because they think like it's completely justified that certain people be treated as second-class citizens and don't have bodily autonomy or don't have access to healthcare or don't have any kind of human rights or, you know, access to anything or have limited movement. Maybe you've realized now that those motherfuckers don't like you. You know, they don't like you. They don't like you. They never will. You know, they're just okay with you being treated a certain way. Like, I think I've said it to Chad a couple times before, but, you know, as a Filipino person, a lot of us, because this is not a unique experience, a lot of us have heard from either other cultural groups or other Asians especially. It's like they say that, oh, you're like the black or Mexican people of Asians. And all that says to me is that you acknowledge in some sort of subconscious level that black people and Mexican people are not treated well by this country, and you are super okay with it. You're okay with it. You just stand by and let it happen. Like, you don't even blink an eye. You think it's normal that black people and Mexican people get treated a certain way because it's not you. That is all that is saying to me, right? That you are super complicit with how other people are poorly treated in this country. And that's okay because it's not you, right? Because money over everything, as long as it's not you, it's okay. That's all that says to me. I fucking hate being gatekept from being Asian from other East Asians. It's not all East Asians. I'm just saying it happens. I'm tired of being not Filipino enough for the people back home. Again, it's not everybody. But it fucking happens. And you see it in online spaces so much that Filipinos back home do not like accept how our Filipino-ness shows up. You know what I mean? We're never going to be enough for the people back home. Again, it's not everybody. It's a lot of people. And so, gatekeeping Asianness and gatekeeping, identity in that way, it's just kind of like, do y'all understand there's like Afro-Filipinos, there's Afro-Latinos, you know what I mean? Like, there's Palestinian Filipinos, and Palestine is Asia still. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just so many people okay with either the dehumanization of others or just like not even qualifying them like for their identity, you know what I mean? Because their existence differs from whatever stereotype they have burned in their brain on how Asian people are supposed to be, or you know what I mean? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like how some people are okay with other people being mistreated because it's not them. You know, as long as it's not them, they don't give a fuck. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna just double check this, and then after that, we're gonna make some breakfast because I fucking need to eat. Well, actually, I need to dump out these potatoes so they can dry out because a lot of them are moist. So probably need to figure out which ones have started growing mold because like some of them are a little fuzzy, and I forgot which bag it was because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 unopened bags of potatoes, and one of them had a fuzzy potato on it, and I don't remember which one it is, so we're gonna have to like go through that too. Okay, so it does look identical, which is good. But again, this is just like way too much oatmeal for us, way too much peanut butter for us. I don't know if I really want to keep this canned beef. You know, we could just try to do something with the canned beef right now. That might be kind of fun. So again, but I like things that can be uniform to be uniform, so that's why we're organizing it this way so we can see everything. You know what I mean? And yeah. So vegetables, green beans, right? And then all the pastas are over here. Put all the milk over here because we don't really use dried milk unless it's like actually an emergency. So, we're probably not going to use all of that dried milk. I'm sure for other people and their lifestyle, like that would be more appropriate. But for ours, we just like I'm lactose intolerant, and I try to not fuck up my shit. Although yesterday, I was definitely living dangerously with the dairy. So, because I didn't pop any lactate, we were eating a lot of dairy. So, you know what I mean? Okay, so good. This one is correct with the bean situation. My mom and my aunt don't really eat beans. I'm the only bean enjoyer here. So, you know, but good. Everything matches for the most part, minus this situation that got messed up. But that's like minor because my mom doesn't like beans anyway. I'm gonna put these pieces off to the side for now until I figure out like what mom really wants to do. Because again, mom has the final say in stuff. There is a food situation that happens weekly for the most part. And we can probably donate the excess to that place. But again, I would need to get the final say from mom, right? Because ultimately, final say is up to her. I'm gonna put this spaghetti away because I fucking know she's gonna keep the spaghetti. We're just, yeah. This is fine. We can keep all the spaghetti. We actually make spaghetti on a pretty regular basis, so you know what I mean. This is so we're definitely keeping that. I want to keep the orange juice, but even this is kind of a lot. So you know that's oh my god, it's 3. So I'm gonna line this other big box with some towels. So we can get the moisture out of the other potatoes. There we go. Okay. 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 Which ones look pretty dry? You look pretty dry, but there is still a little of moisture in here. So again, we're gonna dump everything out. So everything can again, it's like 11 bags of potatoes. Okay. Start putting the other ones in this one, I guess. I just sworn I knew had a fuzzy. Which one of you motherfuckers had a fuzzy? You know what I'm saying? Which one of you bitches had a fuzzy on it? Okay. More potatoes to go. So many potatoes. Okay. We're gonna start using newspaper. I want to use all the towels on this. Oh my god, there were 4? Um, so do you want to keep the ground? Sorry, chat. I was just discussing the how are we gonna whatever this. So now I have a better idea. But we do need to work on getting these potatoes whatevered. Oh. What the fuck is this? Uh, okay. We got seven more bags to go. Okay. We might put a layer of newspaper on top of these other potatoes, just so.
Meow meow.
Again, and we're doing this to make sure all the moisture is relieved, you know. This one was kind of wet, yeah. Bag was definitely wet. Trying to single layer it so all the potatoes get dry. Okay. 12 bags of fucking potatoes. Means each family got and I don't know if that's because, like, I don't know if this means, like, this is for me and my mom and my uncle and my aunt, which means each person got three bags in 2 boxes. You know what I mean? Single layering it so we can figure that out. And just see how many fucking tubers are here. I love me potatoes, okay? I love me some potatoes. It's just so many. Like, just like the bags over here. All right. So we're gonna put some in this box. almost done with this portion of the day. We can finally fucking cook something and eat. Should probably make some tea as well. There we go. I don't know why it smells so hard. It smells like Sharpie. It shouldn't smell like Sharpie over here. We didn't sell the, did we? Oh, I guess we did. Oh, you know what? You know what my mom did this morning by getting the food for my uncle and my aunt? That's a form of community care. They were not able to get their distribution, but my mom went out to get it to make sure that they got their distribution and didn't miss out, right? So she was able to, and she got that done for them. So they didn't miss out on this like resource, right? So that's a form of community care, right? Because my uncle and aunt, for whatever reason, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, were not able to get their donation. Maybe they had a doctor's appointment, whatever. And then my mom made sure that they won't miss out on this food distribution by getting their food distribution for them, right? Yo, what up? I'm not gonna lie, can't hear the audio. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me do something real quick. Hold on.
Meow meow. Meow meow.
I was asking how you all are. Oh, okay. I'm doing okay. I mean, okay enough. So, you know, regardless of what happened yesterday, I was going to be upset anyway. It's just, you know, there'd be a little bit more despair with one decision versus the other. And so we're in the slightly more despair situation. You know, because I don't have bodily autonomy and it doesn't look like it's going to happen at all anytime soon. So, you know, but, that's where we are right now, you know, mentally. hung up all of the plastic bags to dry out, you know, because they're moist and stuff. So just checking chat. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I'm like, oh, there's so many people out there that are okay with me not having bodily autonomy, or other women not having bodily autonomy, or LGBTQIA people not having bodily autonomy or access to healthcare. You know what I mean? And they're super okay with somebody's who is like Putin's homeboy, essentially. And some people are like, oh, you know, still like, you know, I hope that no matter what happens, like, we can still be civil. And I'm just like, how can you even fucking say that when, like, a huge amount of us, our humanity is, like, being even further, like, justified harm to us? You know what I mean? Like, how can I, like, be okay with people that their baseline is being okay with me not having access to healthcare, with me being treated like a second-class citizen, you know, with me being forced to go to term and gestate despite me either wanting an abortion in the first place or becoming to the point of having like sepsis and other, you know, health complications where I might die, but I'm still gonna have to, you know, go all the way. You know what I mean? Like how am I supposed to be okay with people after that? You know? And I'm just like, it's so fucking like privileged to be able to be like, well, I hope we can still be civil and friends when your humanity isn't like being, you know, shoved down the toilet and shat on. So, you know, like let's agree to disagree that, you know, trans people don't deserve any humanity. Let's agree to disagree that women don't deserve to be able to say what the fuck they want to do with their bodies. Like, how am I supposed to agree to disagree to that? Like, literally how? That's so fucking privileged of people with dicks to be able to say that fucking bullshit. But anyway, so that's where I am. Like, who knows what they're gonna do to immigrants? You know what I mean? Like, who fucking knows what they're gonna try to do to immigrants? Like, tomorrow, let's say. It sounds like they're, like, trying to make this shit move quick, you know what I mean? I'm just... Like, they don't like immigrants, they don't like women. Fucking... There's women that voted for this shit. I'm just like... The leopards are gonna fucking eat your face too, bitch. You're either pussy popping babies or you're, you know, not putting out babies. Like, you're just like a baby making machine to them. You're either a broken machine or a working machine or an expired machine. So it's just... Anyway, let's make something to eat. Okay. Oh my god. Wow, that is really big. Okay, intriguing. What the fuck is this? Okay, I need to eat stuff. Where the fuck is the... Put these in here! Oh my god. We should definitely not freeze hot dogs. Okay, hold on. Let's not freeze hot dogs. Bad idea. Where those Jimmy Dean, whatever the fucks. That is okay to be frozen. No, they froze these in the boxes, but like they really shouldn't be frozen. But it's also kind of like, you know, I learned a lot these past couple weeks leading up to this election. Like I already knew about the Voters' Rights Act in 1965, which, you know, was before my mom came here, right? That was like 4 years before my mom came. So by the time my mom came, she'd always, well, actually, I don't know, because it took her like, she didn't get naturalized till like before I was born. But she had the option, if she was a citizen, to vote since she came. Like if she maybe applied sooner or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it, like Filipinos were able to vote because it was Latinos, Filipinos, all the Asian people, Black people, 1965, right? So most of us, a lot of us, our ancestors or our relatives, because they're not dead yet, they're fucking alive and kicking. You know, they're only recently, you know, during this current lifetime able to vote, right? So it's just kind of like, Black people have been disenfranchised for so fucking long and having to deal with all these motherfuckers that insisted on their dehumanization for like fucking forever. And for me to just now be waking up to like the full level of bullshittery that happens, you know what I mean? Like just how super duper fucked it all is. From Frozen, 8 to 10 minutes. Okay. Do I need to add oil? Okay, I guess so. Okay. No. Yeah. No. You know what I mean? And there's a Black creator that I follow. And she was talking about like how privileged it is for people to be voting a certain way that, you know, I voted in a certain way that didn't really help anyone, but I did not vote for Mr. Cheeto. Okay. We didn't do that. And how privileged it is to do that. When she was like, we vote for the person who will do the least amount of harm to our community. And I was like, ugh. You know, like the full breadth of the fuckery that happens in America. You know, and probably other places too, right? Because we're not the only people, we're not the only country or body of people that has a ruling class that generally just does not give 5 fucks about everybody that does not exist like them in like any capacity, be it that they're a woman, be it that they're disabled or neurodiverse or poor, doesn't own property, houseless, you know, immigrant, which by the way, immigrants are just people from other places. They are also people. You know what I mean? Like, people talk about immigrants like fucking they're animals or like they're subhuman. Like, they're literally just people from other places. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's pretty gross. It's pretty gross how people try to like dehumanize other people. And it's usually to be like, oh well, you know, I'm a legitimate person, but that person is not. Like, how does that even fucking make sense? You know what I mean? Like, to solidify how much your existence as a human being is like more legitimate than another person, you know, who's just like out there breathing and living and trying to exist in a world that probably doesn't want them in it. Like, you know what I mean? It's fucking weird that people want to be the oppressor and stuff. So people want like money over everything at the expense of other people, or despite the expense of other people. Like, they're okay, they're complicit in like other people being harmed in order to get like monetary or property or whatever it is, accumulation. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, we don't have to live like this, you know? Like, people think that's the way we should be living, and it's just like, but why? Like, why do we have to live in such a way where other people have to be harmed in order to get ahead? Like, I think we can all live side by side instead of on top of each other. Which reminds me, I need to watch The Last Unicorn again. Because I remember it was really creepy when I watched it as a kid. And I think I need to watch it again as an adult. And hopefully it's not creepy. So, you're not sizzling. Okay, let me just raise that up. Not like Josh Groban. Oh. So even me talking about this now, like, what the fuck, you know, like, why the fuck is America so fucking fucked? And I just feel like, you know, before I was like, yeah, I can vote. You know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, I can vote, yay! You know, I can participate in my, you know, I can do civic engagement, right? Like this thing that I finally have access to, because, you know, you can't vote as a kid, right? You have to be a certain age, and you have to be a citizen, and you know what I mean? It's just only to be like, in the end, for the top of the ballot, for the top of the ballot, what we do, not quite as important because the electoral college, right? But you know, just realizing that both sides want the same thing, and both sides just want for us to have less rights, you know? It's just, they want us to be okay with dehumanizing each other. You know, they want us to be divided, and it's just kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like what's the point of this two-party system if both parties want the same fucking thing? Like, why are you trying to give this an illusion like you guys want different things when you don't? Like, y'all want the same things. Y'all want the same things. Why are you trying to fuck around and pretend like you don't want the same things? You want the same shit. Again, we're eating this because it was in the box. But for the most part, we've been avoiding a lot of different chip brands. So Okay? I'm going to take this container for me. We're going to open this up so I can start something. Also, it hasn't been like super intentional. It's just happened that way that we've had so many like clavicle streams. You know what I mean? I do kind of like the aesthetic though, so I have nice cheekbones. This kind of makes me look like I actually have cleavage. I can tell you that I don't. I don't have cleavage. So, you know, every once in a while having the illusion that I do is kind of nice. For me, not the male gaze. Like, I like to pretend that I have cleavage sometimes to make me feel good about myself. So, but I have gotten more comfortable with like not having cleavage, you know? But it's still hard when society's like super into booba, you know what I mean? I wonder if I should add like chili powder to this. Oh, you know what? That's nice. Add more spice. Why aren't you? Oh, that's right. You're almost done. We're gonna add some guajillo powder to it because we fucking can. Sausage is definitely smelling like sausage. That's great. I'm just gonna add some guajillo powder to these. We'll just shake it up or whatever. Good. I thought I felt something sticky on the package or like oily, so I was like, ew, bitch, what is that? Okay, so gave it some extra. Oh. God, it smells so good. Please don't hurt me. And then we're gonna cook some eggs in this delicious maple scented, you know, residual fat, you know. and to reframe it like that is just like voting for the person that will do the least harm so you can still organize and like do shit under them and like try to like push them in the direction that you need them to go for like collective liberation. It just makes me sad that we have to choose the person that will do the least amount of damage when both sides especially want the same really harmful, not great things. Actually, you know what? I don't want to scoop up the oil. Just go ahead and... These are probably done. Yeah, I think that's fine. One side will be browner than the other. A little sticky. That's fine. I'm gonna make some eggs in this delicious, like, oily residue. We're gonna do these, like that. Lightly kind of cover it without hurting myself. I think that's good. I'm gonna eat it anyways. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's slightly under. I'm the one eating it. So let's just do something like this. We're gonna put the eggs in the center. We're gonna turn this off. Slide these out. Wow, good job. Minus all this oil on the side. So again, we got some residual heat. Maybe not all of you do this, but sometimes when we were at the, some gift starter places in Korea, we would put the kimchi on the grill. And I can tell you, putting kimchi, like heating it up, it's like a slightly different taste. It's pretty nice. So I like kimchi either way, heated or not. But sometimes, it's kind of nice to have, especially when you have other meat fat for it to cook in, So I'll actually raise it up just slightly, a little bit. So we can enjoy the meat fat, We're gonna deglaze with kimchi. Lamau. So you can eat kimchi without cooking it, okay? It's just sometimes it tastes kind of nice, like it's like a slightly different flavor. I also the texture because it gets a little softer. I like kimchi either way. And this is just one type of kimchi. There's all sorts of different types of kimchi. It's not just cabbage. There's radish ones. There's ones that are clear instead of like just red all over. So yeah. Lots of different kimchi out there. But I think typically if you have like a seafood allergy, probably not, because I think they use fish sauce. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me. I'm sure you can look up recipes online. Almost positive there is fish sauce involved. So, you know what I mean? Be careful. You're not sizzling. I seriously want to deglaze, so let's do that. So we have our cute little eggs. Okay, I think that's good enough. That and I just kind of want to eat. So, okay. So we deglazed pretty much most of it, all of it, maybe. Gonna leave the pan on the stove. Do we just eat here? Maybe we should. Let me just get a stool so I don't have to like move everything. These turnips? Oh, they're strawberries. Oh, you know what? Chrysanthemum. Oh, you know, we'll drink the two of these. Okay. So we're gonna have this with the chrysanthemum tea. And this is like a kumquat drink, jelly drink thing. You don't have to like put it in the fridge, but it's like more refreshing that way or whatever. So, let me figure out how we're gonna have everyone see everything. Yeah, that's my stomach. It's my tummy. Oh my god, are we gonna do 3-point lighting in here? Yeah, we are. Okay. There. Okay. Cool. Oh, time to eat. Oh, you know what? I should put this on my left hand. So I'm really happy about this bracelet because it's red, white, green, and black. which not only the colors for Palestine, but also Sudan. So, kind of nice. So this is what I do with my proteins when there's an egg yolk involved. So, some people are not into that, but oh, so good.
Meow meow.
Okay. We're taking the straw out for the chrysanthemum drink. I kind of like the boxed one versus the canned one. But the canned one I usually drink is a different brand. So this is the Vita brand. Vita Soy. They make a bunch of different drinks or whatever. Mm. Also, sometimes warm kimchi is just nice, like to have something warm that's usually cold. But I do typically prefer my kimchi like with not additional heat. Also, sorry, we don't. When I use this Irian app to use the camera, doesn't necessarily autofocus. So just FYI. Mm. Mm. And then we'll do some dishes, and we may or may not actually do non-food related things after this. Kind of mostly depends on energy level. And how concerned I am by the sounds my computer's making. Because it's not making beeps, but it's making a weird kind of like worry sound. So I don't really know what's going on. I feel like I should ask Mojo at some point, but I also feel really bad always asking Mojo to like help me troubleshoot. Because I always ask Mojo. But he's pretty nice about it, but Mojo has his own shit to do. So I wish I was like smarter when it came to like troubleshooting. So because honestly, like sometimes you don't know how to like formulate the question when you do these web searches. You know?
Meow meow.
Hmm. No, what up, Stephanie? Is that Sabrina Carpenter? I have an ad on my alt account, so I'm just like, is that intriguing? But yeah, because the last time Mojo was on, he was talking about like sometimes you can know if there's something wrong with your computer if it's beeping at you, and I was like, well, it's not beeping, but it is making a very concerning sound because I don't know what the fuck this sound is. Because sometimes the hard drive, I have an external hard drive, and sometimes it like makes noise because it's like next to something, you know. And so I was like, okay, is it the hard drive? Are you like near something? And so it's like vibrating against it. No. No, that is not what's happening right now. So it's making this whirring sound. And I'm like, I don't even sometimes I don't want to even start the web search because then I feel like a dumbass even doing it. You know what I mean? Like computers making a whirring sound, help troubleshoot. You know what I mean? And then you find all these other things that like they seem helpful, but you're also like, I know that is not applicable to my situation in this moment. Like, because it could also be like, you know, I'll just fucking gaslight myself and be like, you know, I'm hearing this sound, but maybe it is normal. maybe, maybe it just wasn't as pronounced before. You know, maybe I'm tripping. So, I'm kind of like at the gaslight gatekeep girl boss part of this situation, and in which I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll do that. You know what, maybe I should play Persona today. I feel like maybe I should play Persona, but also maybe I shouldn't because it's just like, you know, Persona, it's very glaringly like the adults are corrupt and like fucking shit up because they can, right? Like impunity. And I feel like maybe that's too soon right now. maybe 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 it's a little too soon for that parallel right now. You know, like I remember I played Sims for the first time shortly after my dad died because Nutty really liked it. So I wanted to see what this like Sims game was about. And like one of my characters died. And I was like, I've never seen other people play Sims and like their character died. So I was just kind of like, well, I wasn't expecting that. And also, I didn't sign up for this today. I just thought I was going to play a fun game and no one was going to fucking die. And I was like, how the fuck did they die? How are people playing this game and people don't die? Like obviously I'm not playing this game correctly. So, you know what I mean? It was just like, and I've kind of gone to Sims like once or twice since then, but for the most part because like I don't want to see my character die. Like I'm okay with dying in real life. But I have like an issue with like game characters dying for some reason. So that's probably something I need to explore as well at some point, but we're not at the point where I feel like I want to dedicate the time to exploring that and why I don't want to see other like in-game people die. But I'm okay with me in real life dying because I know at some point in real life I'm going to die. Right? Because that's like just how life goes. When you're born, you're destined to die because like we're not vampires, you know? So we're not Twinkies made in the 90s. Like we're not gonna live forever. So but anyway. So yeah. And I don't know if the automated message happened. Let me see. Let me dig through my automated messages and see if it happened. I spent the other day shortening most of my links for the comfort of those who are using screen readers. Because honestly, most of my links are pretty long because like I have like a description of the link before the actual link, and then the link itself is like long as fuck. So we did go and try to shorten most of the links because they were long. That meal is already like half my daily calories for the day. Life on a cut is hungry. Oh, you're cutting? Are you competing for something? Sorry, it took me a really long time to get to that message, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did not look at the information for this. So caloric intake, I don't know what's happening right now. You know what I mean? Fat intake, did not look. We're not looking today. We're not looking. So, oh, maybe it didn't. Escape the corset, menstruating Palestinians, humanitarian, Fossabot. Okay, Nightbot. Okay, Nightbot is working. Have fun organizing. I'm in bed, still struggling to get up. Ooh, that was a good one. Hold on. Let me see if it makes me. Let me take a marker because sometimes it won't. Marker belch. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Oh my God, is it not? Oh my God, are you not? Ugh. Maybe I'll just like make a command for it so you can like whatever. Okay, glioblastoma, good. Revenue share, humanitarian care. Okay, wrongful conviction day.
Meow meow.
Okay, so we're gonna have to just make a command for AFK.
Meow meow.
The belching begins. Okay, so no marker. Ugh, I don't know why you won't let me, bro. I'm pretty sure in StreamerBot I let myself have the right to make markers and shit. But oh my God, you don't know. You don't know. I made really bad decisions yesterday. So maybe, I mean, I had some pretty decent poops because of all the poor decisions I made, but not a lot of gas. So, you know, we'll see how my body wants to respond today. I cooked half a box of it. I don't know if I didn't look at the nutritional information. So it's like a maple syrup kind of. So they're gonna be a little sticky when you like cook them, but it tastes good.
How much is in the box? How many?
So there's 2 plastic containers inside each box, and each plastic container has 4 tiny little patties like this.
Oh,
Yeah. Cutting also did make me gassier. Oh. Less food and a meal like once or twice a day. Oh, so you're cutting and doing intermittent fasting? Is that what you're doing? Or is it just like 2 meals and it's not like timed or whatever?
Meow meow.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, good luck. I do unintentional intermittent fasting. There are some girls at work that were doing intermittent fasting because they were trying to do keto. I don't know if they were trying to do long-term keto, because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do long-term keto. But, you know. We added some guajillo powder to these. So, again, I'm sorry that it doesn't autofocus. God, so annoying. I don't really feel it or taste it, but it makes me feel better in my head that I added guajillo powder to it. Maybe I need to add more? I don't know. They smell good. Because of guajillo powder. Okay, I'm starting to taste it. Good shit. All right. And so then there's this. So this is like one of those jelly drinks.
Meow meow.
I used to be so into jelly drinks when I was in Korea. Now, at least the presidency will be juicy stories for the next 4 years. I don't know. I mean, there was another Black creator on. So most of my news information comes from Instagram because mainstream media isn't telling us everything, right? I think we can all come to a consensus about that, even if we do not consume Instagram content. You know what I mean? Because most of us are brown or Black, and you know, if we have like relatives in the global majority that are not here in the western part of wherever the fuck we are, they're not talking about them. Like, there's another storm kicking up in the Philippines. No one talked about Christine. You know, Christine really fucked up some shit last month. So, and that's Christine with a K, if you want to look it up. So, there's another storm kicking up. There's a storm kicking up over here in like fucking further down in the Gulf, not like right next to the Texas coast, but like it's kicking up. And so, you know what I mean? Like, anyway. And then like, is anyone talking about Helene anymore? Probably because we got all caught up in the election and shit. But, you know, most of my information comes from Instagram and like edu talk, I guess, essentially. Creators on that app, and there was one Black dude. I don't know if he was just like he woke up and he was mad, you know what I mean, which could have happened because like he had his cap on. Maybe he woke up and he was mad, and he was like, they let this motherfucker vote because like there was like, I don't know, like a camera crew or some bullshit when like Trump cast his vote. And you know, like, he's a fucking felon, right? And there's lots of people who are incarcerated for shit they didn't fucking do, or for whatever reason are incarcerated and are not allowed to vote. You know what I mean? And then there's this motherfucker who's done all sorts of fucking like fucked up bullshit to people, right? And he's allowed to vote and apparently be the president too. So it's just like, you know, if that's not like super glaringly in the face, like a double standard, like this rich white dude who's done all of this bad shit to people and is a felon is allowed to vote. But there are a lot of innocent Black and brown people who are incarcerated for shit they didn't do, or falsely accused, or whatever the fuck, or rehabilitated, you know what I mean? Rehabilitated and like, you know, positively contributing to their communities. I'm not going to say society because society probably doesn't want to fuck with them anyway. Positively contributing to their own immediate communities, you know, and it's like they have like this mark on them. They're already being discriminated against, and they might not be able to vote. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's so fucked up, you know? And I hear about how it's hard to like get a job after you've been convicted or whatever, and like wage theft while you're convicted in like certain states, probably a lot more states than, you know, their videos and documentaries on. It's just like, you know, capitalism kills. Like, these people are like being exploited for the least, you know, and like being treated like shit. And it's just, and this motherfucker can vote. Ugh. So, because in Texas, it's, so the rules for mail-in ballots are if you're disabled, if you're a senior citizen, if you're incarcerated but otherwise eligible, which, like, who actually knows what that fucking means in Texas, because they like to change rules and shit. And if you're not going to be in the, like, if you're not going to presently be in Texas during the election, or if you're 3 weeks along, like, before, if you're due within 3 weeks before or after the election date, right? Like, if you're about to bust out and like pop a human life into the world within 3 weeks before or after the date of fucking the election, those are the situations where you can do a mail-in ballot. Everybody fucking else cannot. But then again, at the same time in Texas, you know, I wouldn't put it past people to burn ballots that are in the mail or otherwise tamper with shit in the mail. You know what I mean? Because we were talking about Texas and election stuff very loosely in another streamer's chat, and she was like, man, I don't trust it. I'm gonna go in person. Like, I don't trust anybody. And then like the day after, that's when you started hearing about like mail-in ballots being invalidated or some shit like that. And I was just like, ugh. You know, like, I'm glad I voted in person, but what the fuck? Like that's how hard people wanna, the people who, you know, are aligned with the, you know, Trump situation, that's how hard these people want to disenfranchise and dehumanize everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I know a lot of people that are super depressed today. You know what I mean? And man, I'm not, yeah, of course you're gonna be depressed and upset and mad and disgruntled and, you know, what the fuck are we supposed to do from here? You know what I mean? Like, where do we go from here? And then, you know, a lot of us, I don't like saying lifestyle because then it just seems like, when you say lifestyle in regards to stuff, it seems like an optional thing, but like, within my lifestyle, I have 2 senior citizens in this house. One is dumb as fuck, probably doesn't give a fuck about anything or anybody, right? Racist, whatever. The other one, also kind of racist. I keep on, her mind is a little bit more malleable and we can like undo a little bit or give some more perspective, but the other one's a little far gone, right? And a little too hung up on the model minority and the American dream bullshit, right? Like, she keeps on buying presents for this white guy in another state that's like not doing anything for her over here. It's just like, why are you doing this, man? He doesn't give a fuck. Why the fuck are you buying this motherfucker presents? So it's just kind of like, whatever. I forgot where we're going with this because I'm like hungry. Shit. Disenfranchising, dehumanizing. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Well, anyway. So I live with these 2 old ladies, right? My mom has an autoimmune bronchial, like respiratory, some autoimmune bullshit, right? So like it is even more important to not bring COVID into the house. So for me, going in person to protest, kind of something I really cannot do. Even when I went to that like that kind of like organizing event at that bookstore that one time, like it was still a little crowded for me. I was still pretty concerned because there's a lot of people not wearing masks. But at the same time, I saw like maybe 6 people in that crowd wearing masks out of like a room of 30 people. So that made me feel slightly better. But it's still kind of like disabled people and chronically ill people. And if you've had multiple infections of COVID, you're probably disabled, whether or not you want to acknowledge it or not. Like, mom has an autoimmune respiratory bronchial situation, right? And yes, I don't have the name. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, she doesn't like talking about it or like being honest about it. And I was like, you know, you're disabled, right? And she was like, well, I don't consider myself disabled. I'm like, this affects your daily life. You're fucking disabled. Whether or not you want to acknowledge it as that or not, like, there's nothing wrong with being disabled. Okay? There's wrong with people not taking your humanity into account and not masking around you. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be okay with people just blatantly not masking around you. Like, you shouldn't have to wear a name tag that says, hey, I'm immunocompromised. You know what I mean? Like, I have an autoimmune, some bullshit. Like, you should wear a mask, especially since it's fucking, like, it's respiratory. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't have to come to where you have to expose personal information, personal health information, in order for people to care about your health and well-being. Like, it shouldn't have to come to that. We should care about everybody, you know, without them having to divulge everything to me. Because, like, people shouldn't have to feel like divulging their conditions in order for their humanity to be seen. Does that make sense? Like, we should care because anybody could be disabled. Anybody could have an autoimmune disease. Anybody could be caring for someone who's a dependent who has something going on or multiple pre-existing conditions. Like, those people's lives should matter regardless if we see them or not or have direct contact with them or not, because you're probably 6 degrees from someone who needs us to mask. And like, I understand it costs money. And it's something you have to replenish all the time because, like, you should not be reusing masks. Although when I was at the museum the other day, it sure did look like one of the workers was reusing the fuck out of her mask. And it was like a disposable, like, paper mask, not like a washable, reusable one. Like, it looks like she's getting the most bang for her buck for that mask. And, like, that shouldn't need to happen either. Like, I wish we lived in a society where, you know, we could afford to take care of our health and the health of others by buying the things that we need at a cost that's not like exorbitant or whatever, you know. Again, we're obviously not there yet. Where COVID tests aren't like $12+ a pop, you know, depending on what state you're in, it's $12 here. So, but, or a COVID shot now is $180 without insurance at CVS here in Texas. Okay. So, like, I wish our world wasn't like that. You know what I mean? But I can tell you, we have not spent $2,000 on masks since the start of COVID. Because COVID is ongoing. People are gonna fucking play with you and try to make you think that COVID is over. It's not fucking over. People are still dying. You know what I mean? Like, it's still super serious, and multiple infections can really fuck your shit up. So, look at Twitter. Twitter and Instagram are pretty decent for information on COVID. Dr. Lucky Tran and an account called Turn, One Good Turn, TERN. Turn is really good for firsthand accounts of people who have COVID or interactions they have had with people who are, you know, anti-maskers or whatever, or like mask curious, you know? They come into contact with a lot of people that are in the hospital for COVID and stuff like that. They've like described why they have so many like firsthand accounts of what's happening with people on their Twitter account. Who else? There's a couple doctors that do informational content on Instagram. There's one Asian lady that makes it like a meme. Ugh, I forget her name. And then Lizzie the Traveler, or Lizzie Traveler, Lizzie. She's blonde, she's got glasses, she's got like a short, let's say, pixie cut. And she does a lot of information on COVID and bird flu. She seems to specialize in content regarding like respiratory transmittable diseases. So if you're curious about any of that, or you know, you like infographics and graphs and fucking shit like that, like she's really good. Okay. Are you gonna microwave?
You don't need to defrost it, just fry it like that.
Yeah, I cooked some kimchi in that pan, so I don't know. You want to just... One of those boxes should be open. Oh. Did I cut it? Oh, here. I cut it.
You put the hot dogs.
I put the hot dogs by the meat because I think we should just keep those defrosted. Okay. Here's a slight lighting change. I'm gonna... Oh, look. Free toes, almost. Okay. Can't believe they give so many bags of... This is a open bag of... Yeah.
I think next time, I still have to get the girls' boxes. We should go cars, that's right. They will miss in boxes.
Did you read the instructions before you threw out that piece of cardboard? Don't do that. Here.
So, there.
This owner of the rental property maximizes profits while allowing the property to deteriorate. Derek was a small against you
This is so annoying. That's neat.
I don't know where my other phone went. Oh well. National Noodle Day, what? Oh wow, it's been 2 hours? Interesting. Mom is cooking up some gym eating too. Probably for the best because we don't have a lot of room. Our fridge is actually pretty small. Almost done. Almost done. then we'll debate or not whether we're gonna play some Palea. Because maybe Persona's a little too on the nose today. Persona's probably mentally what I should not be playing today. Any kind of psychological horror is not going to be like the game today. If I play games, you know, no red candle games today for sure. Absolutely not. So, but Palea sounds good. And also, if you play AFK Journey, that helped me a lot yesterday. I did that all day yesterday. To the point where somebody was like, hey, do you want to join our guild? Because I see that you're active and you're by yourself. And I was like, I'm not going to be active all the time. I just happen to be active now because I don't know if you know what's going on in the world. I didn't say that part, but I'm really active today because I'm trying to disassociate. So, you know, I was like trying to add people who had like names of certain K-pop stars I like, and most people that were like either they didn't reveal their gender or they marked themselves as ladies. Because there's just a lot of cringy, like, right-wing people on weeb games for some reason. It happens, like, every fucking time. Right? There'll be some, like, MAGA, dick-sucking, like, fanboy on these weeb games, and I'm just like, I know you don't like us, dude. Like, fetishizing Asian people is not the same thing as liking us. Like, I understand that maybe you don't. Maybe you think it's okay to fetishize us and, like, anything that has to do with us, but you're fucking disgusting. Like, take your right-winger bullshit somewhere else, man. So there are like a lot of right-wingers active yesterday in that game. So I had to mute like the server and the world chat. But I did go through different chats to look for like Korean people, Filipino people. There was somebody who's getting hated on because they're trans or whatever. Added that person as a friend. Like, I'm not having like dialogues with these people, but if I were to have them, I'd feel more comfortable, you know, if they were also marginalized and not coming from this place of like impunity and fucking like entitlement, you know? So yeah. Yeah, there was also like definitely some like homophobia happening and like this like ableism. But you can only like report 5 people a day, which I was like, why did you put a limit on reporting people? You have a bunch of problematic bitches in your servers. For such a fucking casual ass, it's an AFK game. AFK is in the title. All these motherfucking like super active like right wingers. Just, oh my god. So anyway. I remember in Final Fantasy, not online, one of the app games. In Final Fantasy, I was definitely blocking people. I was like, all this right-wing bullshit on a weeb game. fetishizing us is not the same thing as liking us or giving a fuck about Asian people in general. You know what I mean? It's like, but not everybody understands that. They're like, you should be flattered. I'm like, why is it flattering to be fetishized? Fetishization only brings harm to people's communities that may or may not end up in being murdered. You know what I mean? Like, it's not cute when people feel like they're entitled to you because they think if you're free and they're free, like y'all should spend time together or exchange information or, you know what I mean? Or that it's okay for them to like mansplain you or put you in your place because it's in your best interest somehow. Like, how the fuck is it in my best interest to have somebody intimidate the fuck out of me to get their point across when it's clearly a standpoint that's gonna disenfranchise me, dehumanize me, and put me in harm's way? You're trying to convince me that my own oppression is good for me? Like, bitch, get the fuck out. Oh, why are you trying to convince me that my oppression is like good for me? My mom's still like not vacuuming. She's like probably gonna be microwaving for a little bit. You should probably stop eating these. That's probably a lot of sodium I just consumed. So, did I eat any vegetables today? I did not. I'm sure there's fiber in all those chips I just ate. Maybe not like ideal fiber, but I'm sure it's there. I mean, I pooped a couple times already, so we should be fine. But oh, it's suggesting to like eat it out of the packet, like cut it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna eat it from inside the packet. Mm. Mm. It's a little hard to get out from the from using this. There's nothing today, right? Oh yeah, we have to. Okay. I'm gonna set aside, after we're done here, I'm gonna set aside some more of the food more clearly so we can like. I dropped one of the spaghetti boxes, so one of them is like slightly open. Mom. Actually, marker. Yeah, I don't think I made a command, like an oral command. Oh, I saw that. They're using the microwave. Okay. I'm gonna leave you here for a second so I don't move you too close to the microwave. Oh, I put the phone behind the laptop. Keeping all, maybe we can just give away one, but it's like such a big bag of chips. Okay. Okay, so the dairy bag. I don't think we need. I want to keep the chips, but at the same time, I know they're just gonna go bad before we whatever. So it's like not wise to keep all the chips. So we'll figure out something for that. But I will keep them aside. These information things about fresh fruit when they didn't give any. Keep them in one of the boxes. So all these potatoes are still drying out, right? And so these are the contents of 4 boxes plus a towel. So I think we should, 2 of these should be set aside. Definitely 2 of these because I'm not gonna drink that much orange juice, I don't think. Mom likes the apricots, so we're keeping the apricots. Liquids will go to the local food distribution thing because for sure, you know, It's just a lot of liquid to put in a bag to go, or a box to go overseas, so that just makes me feel uncomfortable. Guess we'll keep one peanut butter and then give away 3, figure out which one's gonna go where. Right? And then these beans. I actually don't really give a fuck about these beans because they're not black beans. I like black beans and white beans. These are like the beans you put in like oh my god, it's hard to do this when I have one hand. I don't give a fuck about beans that are like the beans you put in pork and beans when there's no pork, but also pork and beans sometimes kind of makes me like, ugh. So, we're probably we'll decide whether or not mom wants to put them in a box for the Philippines, or if we're just gonna give them all to the place we usually give to when we have excess and stuff. Oh yeah. There's a thing of white chicken in each box. Do you like this or no? You like this? Okay. I'm probably gonna give these away. The canned beef. We'll keep one probably. But give away the others. Probably gonna give away whatever legumes I still have left over just because. How many of these oatmeals do you want to keep? Because there's 2 per box, so there's 8 here. How much you want to keep? 2?
No, I think seriously, perhaps
We have rolled oats. We have little packets of oatmeal. We have the kind of like grit-like things. This isn't here. I'm not seeing any. How many do you want to keep?
still have it back here.
Creamer, pickles, spam. What is this? Sardines. Ugh. I'm not seeing any wrong. There's 8 containers. Do you want to keep 2?
Yeah.
relief for those suffering from TMJ, we'll look into where they sit on alleviate the condition. It's always there with the deals and shields to get us into
Ugh. So we'll keep 2. So that means we're getting rid of 6. Ugh. Do you want to keep these mixed vegetables? Okay. I don't like them either, so. Republicans control the Senate. Oh, those Latino and Black voters he got to vote for him are gonna see him eat their faces. Because they didn't want for a vote for a Black woman. It's because they're fucking racist. Do you know that there's misogyny against women within the Asian community? There's misogynoir against Black women within the Black community as well as like with white people. They didn't want to vote for a Black woman because that's going to emasculate them. Oh wait, is these beans? Yeah, I don't want the beans. I don't want the beans. Okay. Oh, greens, beans. Okay. Okay. All right. So these are these are the things that we're setting aside so far to either go to the distribution thing that we do on Sunday and / or the Philippines. So it's like all together. The dried milk and these bags of chips, which I want to keep all the bags of chips, but honestly, like we're not gonna get through all that. That's too much. So we're probably gonna have to give those away. And then we're gonna have to figure out a way once these are dry, because I want them all to be dry. Then I'll put them in bags and we'll split them up between me and my uncle's house, so everybody gets potatoes. You know. But yeah, we're just gonna leave these out here for now. I will deal with putting them, but like for visuals sake, that way my mom can see everything. Right, because I made everything visually the same so she can see everything
Like everything is in the same place across, minus the things that got taken away. So there you go. So everything's grouped together in the same kind of way so you can like see it. Oh my god. Okay, clavicle time. Clavicle time. I would just do like a, I guess, or attempt. I would attempt a screen capture of my phone gameplay for AFK, but the thing is, the phone that I'm using for the camera that you can see my clavicle with, that is the same phone I use for AFK. And I don't think there's enough room on the other phone to put AFK on. So, you know what I mean? There's that. So that's why, you know. But at least now we know that we have to fix the meowing problem. Because some people are not meowing and they should be. So there's that. Are you still making weird sounds, computer? Okay, you sound normal now. That's good. I'm glad you sound not concerning right now. So. Okay, we're gonna have to charge this at some point, but not right now because the cables are outside. Let's do Irian. Oh god, hold on. I'm here. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Don't mind my laundry. That's just my laundry in the background. Okay, so we're going to move this because y'all don't need to see that. Save. We're gonna make a marker again so we know that this portion of the stream is done. Marker. No more kitchen stuff. No more kitchen stuff. Okay. Let me open Steam. Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't been able to fish this whole time. I'm sorry. This whole time you haven't been able to fish. Oh, by the way, this background that you see, this like this cute watercolor background stuff. I made that. Isn't it cute? Isn't it pretty? I'm not an artiste, but I sure do like the way it turned out. When I was when I was younger, or when I was in college, we did dyeing of like raw silk, and the colors turned out very similar to this. And so that's why I really like this, because it reminds me of that thing I like tie-dyed the piece of silk. Raw silk. So raw silk feels really different. From silk, it's like a little rougher. It's really interesting. So just FYI. We are gonna play a little Paleo. Because I don't think Sims is a good time. I don't think it's gonna be a good time right now. Like Persona and Sims is like, I want to play Persona, but I feel like right now it's just a little too on the nose kind of thing. So
Okay, so let's change this to paleo. Okay. Uh, ugh. We're just gonna play for a little bit, and then we're probably gonna raid Mojo. Our our troubleshooter extraordinaire, because our other troubleshooty friends are not on right now, or at least I don't think they are. I didn't see Hadrill do a plant stream today, so he's not on right now. You know, if you like plants and guys that are handy with gadgets, I feel like I Am Hadrill would definitely be your jam. If you like explory games, with occasional pew pew and sometimes crowd control, Pixel Meow definitely up your alley. If you like someone who's just super smart with tech and like streaming and stuff, Rondi, definitely up your alley. And if you like cooking and bears, but not cooking bears necessarily, you're gonna really like a Wonton Bear. It's my favorite bear. And he eats so good. His Discord is just like, there's like a month of brisket. So I don't think I have Final Fantasy on my computer anymore. I think I offloaded it a while ago, so like hold on, I just need to check the audio mixer. Like, where's my microphone? Am I talking too loud? Am I talking not loud enough? Oh my god, I'm peeking. Okay, let me just try to not be as whatever. Okay, so it's been like over a human week since I've been in the game, so all of my plants should be fucking ready to go. Why the fuck aren't they hot to go, you know? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Okay, a lot of single plants. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're at this stage in the game where basically everything's going to be focused on like making money off of agriculture and also making food for you so you can like survive like doing shit in the world, right? So when I have non-starred crops, I try to either make those into seeds or food, like not like multiple people, like pickles. The recipes where you need help from other people because like the time management's really hard with just one person, you want to use starred ingredients for that, right? But for if you want to pickle shit and just like have it passively do its thing on your housing plot, then you can just use shitty ingredients, in my opinion, and like make that work out, you know. But these are all the starred ingredients I have, plus some like non-starred ingredients. But we have a lot of wheat seeds right now, so I'm not going to turn these necessarily into seeds. Is this rice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do that. We'll do 3 potatoes. And we'll do 2 onions, and we'll do 7 bok choy. How about that? Okay. Let's start with that. Oh, we need to, sorry. Okay. Wait, there's only one? Oh. Oh shit. Okay. 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 Mhm. Hmm. 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 Oh, remember recipe? Hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. Uh. Meh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Put you away and you and you. Hmm. Oh, I like bellflower. Okay. I think I'm sleepier than I anticipated. Maybe it's because I'm stressed the fuck out. You know? Again, everybody, thank you for being here. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Because, like, I feel it, like I'm falling asleep. And it's bad because, like, you're right in front of my face. So, you know. Oh, Fields of Mystria. I really want that game. It's so cute. It's like, and this isn't to dog Stardew because, like, one whole person made Stardew by themselves. Like, somebody did that by themselves. That's fucking amazing. I could never, literally could never. But I do prefer the aesthetic of Fields of Mystria. You know, it's like if it had the aesthetic that I truly desired. So I'm just checking Goop's line. We're probably gonna still stick with. Wow, what? Wow. Well, now I kind of want to rate him because he's never on. Oh, fuck. How long have you been on? Just an hour? That's fine. We're gonna raid AAOA. Some of you might not know him. I think he's working in Japan now, but like he does like UI? Does UI? His stream is very aesthetic, very clean. If you kind of like the kind of look and vibe of Pixel stream, it kind of has like an adjacent kind of aesthetic, really clean, simple, but you know, very polished, you know, like aesthetically just beautiful, right? So we're gonna raid AAOA. Listen, the voting happened. There's still work to do after the voting. And I'm not asking all of us to be advocates or, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure you would want your humanity to be seen. And you can probably relate as a marginalized person to other people's humanity needing to and wanting to be seen and acknowledged, to be seen as a whole human being instead of just like a second class citizen or like someone who isn't even like considered human. Right? So think about the humanity of other people. Think about how disabled people are like not even in most conversations about health, and how the medical system and like just infrastructure of like medical buildings aren't even that helpful for a lot of disabled people because not everybody uses a mobility device. You know, like there's invisible disabilities. There are people who really need us to mask for them. But no one's giving a fuck about that because everybody's like, oh, capitalism, gotta get back to work. You know, fuck your body. Doesn't matter. Like, you need to make money. Like, you don't need to care about other people. But you are other people too. You're another person to somebody else. I'm another person to somebody else. Like, there are people out there who don't know who the fuck I am. My relationship to them is zero. You know, like, but each of us deserve to have access to healthy environments and like environments that are constructive to us living, right? So there are going to be some people who are just too far gone, too racist, too bigoted to have them see that trying to be the oppressor like isn't the way we should be trying to work. You know what I mean? Like, It's not money over everything and like fuck everybody else because they're not me. It's not come. But there's a way for us to live side by side without this extreme like exploitation of people, of others, of ourselves in order to like get by, to live. Like we can all live without exploiting the fuck out of each other. We haven't figured it out yet, but it's possible, right? So just think about that, you know. We're all just human beings, you know. We all deserve the opportunity to live, to exist without harm, you know. And not everybody is going to see it that way. Not everybody is going to agree that we deserve to have our existence acknowledged and accepted and not trampled on because somebody wanted to have power over us or our resources or our property or our bodies. You know what I mean? Some people are going to be like super justifying the ownership of other people, the dominating over other people. Like there are going to be people like that for whatever the fuck reason they think that that's necessary. But there is a way for us to live not like that. We just need to figure it out. So, we're gonna read AAOA. AAOA. Oh my god, where's your name? Oh, where did your name go? Oh my god, where's your name? AAOA underscore. Okay. Yeah? Alright, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you on the other side. Be nice. Do not talk about cum. Okay, he's not that kind of streamer. So, yeah. Be good, everybody. Eat something, drink something. Rest. Even though capitalism is gonna tell you, you don't need to fucking rest. You can just power through it. No, if you're, listen to your body. Listen to your body. I know not all of us have the option to do that, but if you can and if you're able, listen to your body. Okay, you need rest. You need rest, and that is okay. It is okay to rest. Okay? So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Captions. Oh my god, captions, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god, where's the raid button? Okay.
Big to have the effect here. Maybe I need it to be way down. All that. I can change that. Well, long time no see.
Belinissima raided my stream with 5 viewers.